Hello friends, welcome to my channel Life's Calculations. Today we are going to start with the very important topic of class 10th ICSE Mathematics, and the name of the topic is mensuration, right? And in mensuration I am going to take up the first topic, that is a cylinder. Very important, very easy and very much interesting topic of mensuration, that is a cylinder. Okay, so let us begin with what is actually a cylinder, right? A cylinder is a 3D figure, three-dimensional figure. It is a solid figure. 3D means it is a solid figure and it is a curvilinear figure. Curvilinear. Okay, we will try to understand the meaning of curvilinear. A figure which is made up of curves as well as of lines. A figure which is made up of curves as well as of lines. Okay, lines. Now here I have drawn this one as the standard shape of a cylinder. Okay, see, it has got curves on the top. It has got two circles. Okay, I'm talking about this circle, right? I am talking about this circle and about this circle, right? These are the two curved shape figures here. These are the two curved shape figures here. Then curves we have seen. Now then I will take up what is the meaning of linear. Linear means it has got straight lines also, right? These two black lines are the straight lines. Okay, so that is why it is a 3D, three-dimensional solid figure which is curvilinear, made up with the help of curves, circular lines as well as circular shapes as well as the straight lines. So this is the meaning of curvilinear figure, right? Now students, in maths, what is the meaning? What are the formulae? We will surely do. But before that, let us try to just imagine that where in our real life do we find a cylindrical shapes. That is very much important to connect our mathematical things with our daily life. Okay, because if we are not able to see where maths is being used in daily life, then I don't think there will be much use of doing all this. Okay, now, and if I tell you, you might have 100 times seen all these figures, and now you will come to know that all of them are the cylindrical figures. First thing I have taken up is a road roller. Road roller is of this shape. Okay, road roller is a cylindrical shape. I'm talking only about its body, about its part which moves on the road to level the road. Okay, it's a cylindrical body, this one, right? Next, students, you have seen in your homes the shuttlecock box. Shuttlecock box is the perfect example of a cylinder, and while doing the sums of cylinder in your book, you should always try to visualize a shuttlecock box in your with you should always try to visualize a shuttlecock box in your imagination, right? So shuttlecock box, why, I will just explain you. When I will explain you this figure, I will come again to why I said it is the perfect cylinder, right? I will tell you now. Then there is a water pipe. Everybody has got the water pipe in homes. Okay, so what pipe used to carry water, used to deliver water, okay, to fill the tanks. Okay, so that is the again a good example of cylinder, right? And then there is well. Okay, those who are living in the villages very well know a well. The shape of the well everybody can imagine. Okay, so well, the this I have drawn a well. Try to draw a well. It is this portion from this top to the lower, this part is the cylindrical body. Then candle, everybody sees candle at home, right? So candle, not the wick part, okay, not this part, but at least the body part is cylindrical in shape, right? Then your test tube, which you see in your laboratories for the practicals of chemistry when you go. So test tube, right? But somewhere it is not the standard shape of cylinder, but we can say it is a cylindrical shape, right? Not a standard. Then students, another example in daily life which we see is surely in our kitchens only, when mother uses the kitchen containers to store the things. Okay, these are the things stored in the kitchen container, so it is also a cylindrical shape only, right? So there can be hundreds of more examples which we see in our daily life. Now let us directly come to the standard shape of the cylinder, which I have already drawn before you, right? Students, it has got two circular bases which I have shaded blue. It has got two circular bases. Listen, now only I am making it clear. These circular bases will be treated as circles only, will be treated as circles, and whenever you have to find their areas of these two circular bodies, we will always use the formula of area of a circle, which all of you know is pi r square. Okay, it was the one thing which I shouldn't have told here, but I told. Okay, so always imagine a circle whenever you are talking about the top and the bottom, right? Then it has got curves, sorry, these are straight lines, right? So students, now let us try to break up this cylinder now. Break up this cylinder. If I break it up, now I will try to just correlate your shuttlecock box and the perfect cylinder. Just imagine in front of you that you are detaching all the parts of shuttlecock box. Okay, if you detach all the parts of shuttlecock box, then what will you get in front of you? Okay, now just see, suppose I detach all the parts. Okay, then we will try to again draw those all the figures. Okay, just try to imagine, and that will give you the best idea, that will give you the best idea about the cylinder. Okay, wait, I will again come back to this point, but first of all I want to show you. Students, if you detach this cylinder, then what will you actually get? We will get first of all the straight lines like this. Okay, we are detaching, what we are doing actually, we are simply detaching the all the parts of the shuttlecock's box. This will be the one portion left with. What will be the another portion? Just see. The another portion will be the top lid. This will be the top lid of the shuttlecock box, first one, and this will be the second lid of the shuttlecock box. Okay, so actually, now is the beautiful thing coming up. When I detach all the parts of shuttlecock box, I will be left with here a curved body and these two circular lids. I will call them as circular bases. Okay, so three parts in total will be there, right? Now students, if you just open this, I have already made up three parts. Now let us do more thing. I will now try to cut the shuttlecocks, this curved body of the shuttlecocks from center. I will try to cut from one part of the wall. Okay, and just tell me if you can imagine, if I cut it from here, I will surely get something as this. I will surely get a, what do you see? We will surely get a rectangular part with us, rectangle shaped sheet with us. If I fold now this sheet, if I now roll up this sheet, okay, I will surely get back this curved body. I will surely get this curved body. Okay, so it means the curved body, if I now try to find out the areas of this curved body, it will be called the curved surface area. It will be called the curved surface area. Then will be the areas of two circular bases. This circular base has changed, actually this has changed into this length of the cylinder, sorry, length of this rectangle. Okay, and this was the circumference only. What is the formula of circumference? 2 pi r. If I take up this as the radius, so this has become our 2 pi r. Okay, then and I will take up this as the height of the cylinder. Surely everybody can see this is the height of the cylinder, and this height has remained there only, and actually this has become the breadth of our rectangle. Okay, if I see now what will be the area of this rectangle, the area of this rectangle everybody knows is length into breadth only. Length into breadth means 2 pi r is the length and breadth is height. So formula is 2 pi r into h. 2 pi r into h is the formula. Okay, actually now this is the formula we have calculated. What? With the help of this, we have calculated actually our curved surface area. Curved surface area is nothing but the, see again, I am going through the steps. Curved surface area is nothing but the area of the curved body. Curved body is here. If I open up the curved body, I will get this rectangle. The area of the rectangle is L cross B. If I put the values, I will get that as 2 pi r h. So students, we have in a fun way only we have created the curved surface area of the cylinder. This is the formula of curved surface area of cylinder. Now suppose I want to, here only, suppose I want to find the total surface area of cylinder. Total surface area of cylinder, right? So total means along with this curved body, I have to get the areas of these circular bases, and this is nothing but a circle. Its area is 2 pi r square. Its area, sorry, pi r square. Its area is again pi r square. So total surface area is curved surface area, means this body plus this body plus this body. Okay, so means area of two circular bases, I will write them circles only. Curved surface area is 2 pi rh. Okay, and two circles are nothing but the pi r square plus pi r square, right? So it simply means 2 pi r h plus 2 pi r square, right? So 2 pi r is taken common, left with h plus r. Students, this is the formula of total surface area of a cylinder, right? So this is all about the areas of cylinder. Two types of area: curved surface area. The formula is 2 pi r h. Remember always. And total surface area is 2 pi r into h plus r. One more formula without derivation. I am telling you the volume of the cylinder. Always remember it is pi r square h. These three formula, nothing more, nothing more. And one more very important thing I am going to tell you, students. Nothing, only two things we have used. One is the radius of cylinder and other one is the height of cylinder. Height from here to here. Height is from here to here. This is again the radius, right? So two things are used always. One is the radius, another one is the height of the cylinder. These, with the help of these two dimensions, you can find whatever you want regarding a cylinder. And one more thing, students, you should always imagine, as this is the height of the cylinder, height and radius are always perpendicular, here also, here also. Because height is always perpendicular to radius, therefore cylinder is also known as a right circular cylinder. Right circular cylinder. Right? Right circular cylinder. Right means a right angle. Circular means it has got circular bases, and cylinder means it has got cylindrical shape. So students, this was the very much important things you should know before you actually jump to get the answers of the questions of a cylinder I have told here, right? Hope the things are clear. If not clear, you can again ask. Please feel free to again ask. Thank you very much for watching.